This episode of The Dungeon Booth is sponsored by Roll20. Take your game online with the free virtual tabletop that runs straight out of your web browser. You get click-to-roll character sheets, built-in video and voice chat, and you can even upload your own maps and tokens. Create a free account today by going to roll20.net/start/The Dungeon Booth. The Dungeon Booth is also sponsored by Elderwood Academy, makers of finely crafted wooden tabletop gaming accessories like the Codex Dice Tower, Scroll Rolling Tray, and Spellbook bespoke luxury gaming boxes. Go design your own custom accessory today at elderwoodacademy.com. Welcome back to The Dungeon Booth.
Cool, this is a lot. I'm going to go to the gargoyle now.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Do you want to be saying anything or doing anything while you approach? Or do you want to just appear as sort of just, I'm a person walking to this place?
Yeah, I feel like the talking is plan B. So I'm going to just try to like swagger up, try to look like a bandit, like a ruffian.
Okay. You get about 30 yards up the path, and you see out of the corner of your eye that Thok is, he's kind of hidden himself to your right. And you can still see him kind of, but he's behind a boulder enough that you can really only see like the top part of his head. You look back and you're kind of eyeing the gargoyle. As you get closer to it, you can definitely see it's alive and also made of stone. So at first you sort of thought it couldn't be stone because it appeared to be moving and it appeared to be flesh, but in fact it is stone turned to flesh from what you can tell. You get within about 20 feet and it kind of lazily raises up its head and looks over at you and says, here to join up?
What language is it speaking?
Common.
Okay. I tap the Knight's Blade sigil that I'm wearing, say, recently joined, just here to get orders.
Never seen you before. What's your name?
I didn't think this far ahead as Felicia, sorry.
Do you say that to the gargoyle?
No, as a player, I did not think that far ahead. I promise the character is smarter than me.
So time slows down, and because you realize that you're not prepared for this situation whatsoever. And time seems to slow down in the moment, and your brain just starts clicking through answers that it could possibly have to this question.
Yeah. I say, my name is Rudy, with an I.
Rudy? Mm-hmm. You mean like that water-headed kid that comes around here all the time?
Yeah, I saw him in the village, but like I think his is like with a Y, mine's with an I. It's like a genderless name. It's
so what, are
progressive.
you here to kill these bandits? Please tell me you're here to kill these bandits. Are you here to kill them? I've been telling these guys, somebody's gonna come kill you. I've been telling them for the last couple weeks. I mean, they don't listen to anybody. They don't listen to me. I got a joke for you, though. Listen to this joke.
All right.
Why did the elf cross the road?
Is this gonna be racist?
Do you give up? Do you give up? Do you give up?
I do.
Do you give up?
Oh my God, so long ago.
Do you give up? Well, there are no elves around here, and there's no road.
I'm like half.
And his mouth just like hangs open. His mouth just hangs open.
Thok in the distance holds in a chortle.
You look like you are trying to pretend like you are a bandit who comes here and belongs here, but I've been here for 400 years and I've never seen you come here before, but I see these idiot bandits come in and out every day. You see my tongue here? Yeah, they cut that off. But guess what? I just keep talking because this elvish magic won't go away. And boy, some days I wish it would, but other days I like to make up jokes. Do you know why the troll crossed the road?
I absolutely do not.
Well, there's no trolls here and there's no road.
That's okay. Yep, should have seen that one coming. So you've been here for 400 years.
Give or take a few sunsets and sunrises, somewhere around 400 years.
So
hey, there's an elf out here. Hey, there's an elf. They don't listen to me. Don't worry. Watch. They don't care. Hey, there's an elf out here. I'm telling you, they stopped listening to me months ago. They don't listen to me at all. They came out here one day, and one of their wizards tried to shoot me with fire. it felt like I was getting some kind of facial, some kind of treatment on my face, like from the elven priestesses, like back in the day. It was the best thing ever. I laughed right in his face and I told him a joke. Do you know why the behemoth crossed the road?
'Cause there are no behemoths and there are no roads.
There is a behemoth. He was here only 250 years ago. If you stick around, he'll be back again.
Great.
Mark my words. And what about this little green guy over here? Hey, we all see you.
Let's
We
not
all
do
see
that.
you
Hey, do you wanna
behind
hear
the
a
rock.
song?
I duck my head down.
You must be bored. Can I sing you a song?
You brought a little statue girl over there too. She's got something wrong with her arms.
Do you need me to swing my axe? Cool. So can we if we are getting rid of the bandits, can we go in?
You can go in. I don't care. I'm stuck on this wall. I've been here 400 years.
Okay, bye.
So as you take your attention away from the gargoyle, you do notice, you didn't see this at first, but there's movement inside of the windows. There's a window on either side of the door. And there is a little bit of movement. But it doesn't look like anybody's coming. It doesn't look like anybody's really reacting to what just happened. But there is movement.
All right. So I just call the party over. I'm he doesn't care. This was all for nothing.
That was a great idea, though. I just want to give you props for the disguise.
Yeah.
That could still come in handy. But Thought comes running over.
Yeah. All right, cool. So,
Erica, you're still standing by the edge of the
She
tangleweed.
comes running over, but she still holds the axe above her head.
When do your arms get tired? Like how many rounds of this before your arms would get...
she's pretty strong.
She is really strong. That's kind of one of her defining features. Okay, I'll leave that. You guys all assemble around the door. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I heard a little bit of that. Hey.
Oh, God, please do not.
Oh, the green guy. Hey, you came out from behind your rock. That's great. You are bald like me. You don't have any hair on your head. I don't either. 400 years ago, they put me up on this wall. I was just a
Observational
stone
comedy.
gargoyle before that, but then the elven priestess, she
Excuse
cast
me. How many people are in here?
there's 2 guards.
Inside the building right now?
Oh, I don't know. They come and they go. I don't pay much attention. They don't mean anything. I know there's 2 guys in this room. That's all I know. One of them's name is Polk. That's a funny name, isn't it, Polk? What kind of name is Polk? You never would have heard a name like that 400 years ago.
Times are a-changin'. What can you tell us about the big shambly thorny guy?
The Strangleberries?
Sure.
Oh, the Strangleberries. Well, he minds his own business. He runs around through the thorns. He looks for things to eat. Sometimes he finds them. Sometimes he listens to my jokes, especially in the early morning hours. He makes a circuit around the building, usually once a day. Very slow mover, but a kind heart, except when he runs into, cattle and livestock, and then he just eats them up, all the bones and everything.
Huh.
Well, I say we do the old let's call Polk out
That's
here.
exactly what I was thinking. I'm so happy.
And we'll ambush him.
Yeah.
And Gargoyle,
Huh?
just be quiet.
Oh, I can be very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. That is one of the things I'm
Let's
best
start
at.
exercising that right now. I'm adopting your
My-
speech patterns.
The gargoyle is infecting you with his
Soon the whole party is
Strange.
Rodney Dangerfield.
New
Just
Yorker
all
accent.
of us.
Yeah, he motions with his tiny little forepaw thing. He reaches up and he kind of motions like, my lips are sealed, kind of thing.
All right.
We dare to dream.
We good with this plan?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, all right. So you've got the patch. Why don't you call him out and we'll wait on either side of the door.
All right.
Sound like a plan? Don't lower your axe. Keep it up there.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Before I call him out here, what did I tell the gargoyle my name was?
Rudy.
Cool. I just want to see if you were paying attention. Cool. All right. Polk.
And there's like kind of a chair scooting back sound, and steps come up to the door, and he slides back a little bolt hole, and you see a guy, and he pokes his head up to the window, and he says, "Do I know you?"
No, I'm new. I'm Rudy. I point to the little badge and see, I got like the little thing. Can you come out here for a second?
Oh, are you like a new recruit?
I am, and I've had a crazy day.
Okay, do a deception check. See if you can trick him.
15.
15 is good enough.
Yes.
He says, "Okay, I'll be out there in a minute. Why do you need me to come outside?"
Look, I've had such a long day. We got, everything kind of went totally sideways.
She's trying to kill you. She wants you to come outside so that you shoot.
And Polk goes, "Shut up, you idiot."
Oh my God. How do you deal with that? Just
The
all the
wizard said he
time.
was going to figure out a way to get rid of it. It's like every day, and I always end up with door duty. It's like driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be out in a minute.
Cool thing.
And he shuts the bolt hole, and then you hear kind of a complicated series of locks unlocking, and the door on its 400-year-old hinges rustily swings outward, and out steps Polk, and he's looking at you.
Experience points of interest. Katie Bear writes, "Hi, Christopher. Just last week, I joined a D&D 5e campaign. It was my first time sitting down and playing with a group of people in person. My best moment doesn't come from within the campaign, but from the experience of playing. The fact that at the age of 30, I was able to sit down for 3.5 hours and use my imagination to fight monsters with a group of 5 other adults was beyond amazing. Being able to play off of the rest of the group's characters in person was better than I could have imagined. It was my first time meeting most of the people at the table, but the game instilled an instant sense of camaraderie between us. I think that the experience alone is the best part of playing a tabletop RPG. I never used to understand the appeal of D&D, but now I can't imagine my life without it. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a 7-foot-tall, fearbold cleric life domain named Elowin Bramble? Looking forward to the podcast, Katie Bear." Thanks so much for writing, Katie. I really appreciate your perspective on this, especially as a new player who's coming to the game for the first time. And yes, for me, this is what's always brought me back to playing tabletop role-playing games, whether that's in person with people or online. I love the fun of interacting with people, using our imaginations, and just playing and having fun for hours at a time. Katie, to say thanks for sending in such a really cool story of your first time playing D&D, I'm going to give you 3 free months of the Roll20 Plus subscription. Roll20 is a free virtual tabletop toolset that runs right in your browser. You can interact with your party with built-in video voice chat. You can play your favorite games like Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, lots more. You create character sheets easily with just a few mouse clicks, and over 3.5 million people all around the world use Roll20 to play their tabletop games. So congrats, Katie Bear. You'll get all of those free features and the premium features of the Roll20 Plus subscription, which gives you dynamic lighting effects that let you control what your players see on the map based on their character's line of sight. So you can spring traps on them, you can bring surprises to the game that they'll never see coming. To sign up for your free account right now, go to roll20.net/start/the dungeon booth. And please send your amazing stories of success and failure at the table to xp@thedungeonbooth.com for a chance to have it featured on an upcoming episode and win a prize. And now, let's get back to the game.
I reach forward to grab him and cover his mouth.
Okay, so you want to do basically, are you trying to, what
I
are you
think I
trying,
could-
what's your end goal? What's
Just to kind of get him so we can either question him or use him as a hostage. But I don't want him to alert the other guy in there.
Okay, so you are in a position to where you can see in the door. So before you make that decision, I also want to give you this piece of information. There's another dude standing in that room. His back is to the door. He does not see you or anything. He doesn't appear to be paying any attention whatsoever, but there's another dude in that room. So before you make a decision, you want to do that still?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you're trying to silence him and restrain him, basically.
Restrain and cover up his mouth.
So unfortunately for you, this is really kind of a strength check. So I need you to roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Oh, no. Maybe you should do this. Although you have your axe.
That's okay with me. I mean, she can drop her axe, but then you do risk sort of alerting the other dude.
Yeah.
Right.
It's your call. Whichever you think is going to be sort of most successful.
Okay, what did Sheriff Willowmane just wants Ralavaz to justice, correct?
Her directive to you was to go to this tower, and if the bandits are there, to stop them. She doesn't care how you do it. She would like for you to take him alive.
All of them alive.
The leader alive, she said.
Okay. Maybe you should just drop your great axe on this dude.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I mean, because then we only have to take care of one guy.
Okay.
She's here to kill you. Hurry. You should not let her in.
Okay. Okay. 7 plus 3, so 10.
Okay, with a 10, you drop, but I got to give you advantage on that because this is a surprise attack. So advantage means you get to roll twice. Disadvantage means you roll twice and take the lower one. Advantage means you roll twice and take the higher one.
Okay.
So I'm giving you advantage on this because this is totally an ambush.
Ooh, 17 plus 3.
17 plus 3 is a 20. Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage on that. So you can do a D12 or 2 D6s, whatever you feel like.
4.
A 4. So with a 4, you strike him with your great axe. It cuts into his shoulder. This was the shoulder that he was holding his longbow with. And he makes a sound like, oh! And the blood spurts out of his shoulder and he drops his longbow. He's kind of flat-footed at that point. And let's roll for initiative.
Great.
Oh, yes. 19 plus
Oh, damn.
2, 21.
Nice.
See? That's why I
Very
only
nice.
use the big one for initiative. It treats me nicely.
That does treat you nicely.
I got a 1 plus 3.
Womp womp.
Can you critical miss on initiative?
You can. And it depends on kind of the DM. I think the book says it just means that you suck and you're last in the order. But yeah, I've played before where DMs will take a 1 on initiative and be like, you slip on a banana peel, or whatever is kind of fun.
I imagine maybe your great axe is stuck in the guy.
Yeah.
Just miss around. Can't get it out. Sorry, Erica, you got a 3. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, 1 plus 2, sorry.
Cool. And Limerick.
15 total.
Nice. 15's not bad. You beat
I think we're just still
these
in
other
the same.
dudes. Yeah, we just got to insert these two fellas.
I like to think it's just because Limerick wants to wait and see what you do.
Well, I'm trusting the gargoyle here. I assume there's just 2 dudes in here. Which means Ralavaz is probably not here.
Yeah.
Or he's in bat form.
Dun, dun,
Flying
dun.
around somewhere.
Freaking bad.
I assume he can do that because it sounds like he's got the vampirism disease.
He's
What is it called?
vampirism. It's like the vapors. But
Got the vampirism.
yeah, it's like the Transylvanian version of the vapor.
Polk doesn't have a shadow. Is he a vampire?
Your investigation checks are starting to bleed into the real world. You're going to go home, wake up tomorrow, and get to Funimation and be like, the parking lot is not as full as it was yesterday. What does this mean?
Yeah.
What does it mean? All right. So let's start off with Thok. You get to wreak some havoc. What would you like to do?
I assume I'm pretty close to the other guy.
You're right up on Polk. Osgood is inside the building. He's about 10 feet away.
Okay. I'm going to use a movement to run right up to him.
Which one?
Osgood.
Osgood is inside the building. So you're running inside the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I take a free action before he attacks
Go
and
for
just
it.
yell to the group, keep one of them alive so we can ask about the leader?
Okay.
Well,
yeah, you can do that.
Polk's still alive. He's just got an
All right,
axe in him.
I'm just saying. We need to ask you a question.
I'm going to run
Yes.
and flurry of blows.
Oh, we're going flurry of blows. All right.
I'm going to flurry of blows Osgood.
So with flurry of blows, you use one of your key points. You expend one of those, which means you'll be down to 1. And it also means you get 4 attacks. And you get to choose. Flurry of blows is so cool. You get to choose. You can knock him prone. He can try to make a dex save on that. Or you can push him 15 feet in a straight line. So you can decide if you hit, if you want to do one of those things too.
All right. So I'm going to roll 4.
4 attacks. Go ahead and roll all 4.
10. These are all naturals.
10,
4,
4,
5, 13.
That's 3 hits.
Oh.
3 hits. Okay. So you can roll damage on. Let's roll damage on all 3 of those first.
4.
These are all raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
1.
Okay, that's 12, I believe. Okay, so you killed him.
So, wait. It would be these. What am I adding to these? 2?
I already added them. Yeah, you killed him.
Okay.
Which is awesome. So tell me how you do it, and let's get you a death blow card. You bolt past your teammates. You bolt past the stunned fella, Polk, who's just standing in the doorway bleeding from his shoulder. You charge into this room straight at the guy, and he has a look on his face like a car is about to hit him. Just like, and then in rapid succession, you do what?
Well, fueled by my embarrassing performance earlier this day, I want to make sure. I think I take it a little too far.
Overcorrecting.
And I murder him.
Yes.
According to my piece of paper here.
Yes, indeed. You do.
So using my momentum, I go double fist first.
Ooh.
Those are my first 2 hits. Just
Yes.
2 fists to the face.
Bam.
Boom.
Right in the face.
And so while he's like flying backwards,
Yeah.
his torso's exposed.
Yeah.
I do like a super awesome stomp hammer kick right into his mid.
Oh, like an axe kick?
Yeah,
Like straight
boom.
down. And do you pound him into the ground with it too?
Because had I not killed him, I would want him to be prone. So my attempt was to push him down into the ground.
But you still have one more attack because you did 4. That was 3. So
But I only hit with.
That's what you only did 3. You're right. Okay, so that 4th one that you missed was when you then attempted to punch him afterwards and just whiffed. But it doesn't matter because when you hit him with your foot, with the back of your heel and crushed him into the ground, there was a loud snap. And his neck is broken, and it appears to be his head has flopped backwards, and it's turned around completely backwards on the ground, bloodless, but clearly on the inside, it's a nightmare. Oops. He did.
What did I just say?
Limerick, you're up. You've got Polk standing stock still and stunned in front of you.
I'm going to try to charm person on Polk after we've taken his arm off and killed his friend. Thanks for making my life easy.
So I will tell you that charm person, charm, and this doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, but just I want you to go into it knowing about this. So charm person will bend somebody to your will. However, if you are already engaged with them in some kind of fighting, if you've already shown yourself to be aggressive, they get to resist that with advantage.
Right.
So it's very hard to charm people who already know you're there to kill them.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Is she still holding him?
I don't think she was holding him. I think she just hit him with her axe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was you were going to hold him.
Yeah.
Well, crap.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try because I don't really have much else to do. He's punching people to death. We need information.
Okay. So charm means that you get to try to charm him using, you would cast it using your limerick. He would try to save using his wisdom. It's a wisdom save against your DC of 13.
Oh, wait, could you intimidate him instead? Would that get a similar result, but not be affected by being in the middle of battle?
You do have the proof of how quickly he could be murdered right behind him. It just happened. So that's an idea.
I don't know if that might be out of character for you.
That might not be what Limerick would do. Yeah. What would Limerick do?
That's WWLD.
So many options, especially as a lore bard, because there's so many skills to choose from. So many juicy skills.
It's true. I guess assessing the situation and really, honestly, trying to paint us as friends is going to be a leap at this point. Yeah, let's try intimidation.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
So that's a D20 and add your intimidation to it.
Come on, Limerick. D20, don't fail me now.
Oh.
18 plus 4.
That is a very successful intimidation. So how do you do it?
I love that it's successful because it means I could do anything.
That is 100% true.
All right, so I get like right up in his face, and I say, "A canner exceedingly canny, one morning remarked to his granny, a canner can anything that he can, but a canner can't can a can he?"
A canner can he? He gets this really far off look in his eyes, and he's just terrified of you right now.
It's time for a quick game break so I can tell you about ElderwoodAcademy.com, a crafter of fine tabletop gaming accessories that will take your tabletop game to the next level. In just about every tabletop game you play, you're going to need some dice. There's certainly nothing wrong with playing online. There's certainly nothing wrong with using dice rollers and things like that. But there is something kind of cool and old school about using an analog set of dice that you can roll on the table through a dice roller like the Codex Dice Tower. Everybody can see what the outcome is and react to it at the same time. That's a very cool experience. And ElderwoodAcademy.com has got you covered. They have beautiful gemstones to choose from, including amethyst, blue striped agate, blue sandstone, howlite, Kambaba jasper, lapis lazuli, mahogany obsidian, opalite, and rose quartz. My favorite is the blue sandstone. Please do check out that design. It's beautiful. You're going to get the standard set of 7 polyhedral die, including 1d20, 1d12, 2d10, 1d8, 1d6, and 1d4. And these dice make a great addition to your gaming set. If you're a big gamer, or if there's somebody in your life who's an avid gamer, this makes a wonderful gift for them as well. So go to ElderwoodAcademy.com, take a look at these dice. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Now, back to the game.
What do you want to do now?
I know we're in the middle of an encounter. Can I question him? Can I do that as free action, or is that like...
He is essentially, in intimidating him, you have put him in a place where he's afraid he's going to die. So he's essentially like surrendered to you now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask him some questions.
Okay.
I just realized, I just want to touch again, when he murdered that guy, you said his head flopped back bloodless?
Bloodless.
So
it was as if, you know how if you like have a sock and then you put some quarters in it? Like the quarters is his head.
Like you do in jail.
Yeah. Like when you make a shiv, you know.
Right. But I mean, is it like, it's preternatural that he's not bleeding?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, that's a good question though.
All
but
right.
nothing weird about that.
Okay, cool.
Not when you get punched 3 times by Thok. That's just what happens. It's just what happens to Thok.
Cool. So the first thing that I want to ask him is, where is Ralavaz?
I don't know.
Well, then why are we here?
He's pissing his pants now. I can see it. Oh, look. There's a little trickle of water going down his leg. I can see it.
We might want to.
really
Yeah.
Can we take?
Can we
his
save
pants?
those pants?
Yes. Right there with you.
I walk over to rip off the poor man's pants.
He just lets you. He's scared. He was just, today was just like supposed to be a normal day at work. And then 3 people just blew in the door, killed his friend.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah. And
Please,
what else?
Please, I won't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody anything. I won't breathe a word. Just let me go. Just let me go.
Do we have other things we need to ask him?
I mean,
I don't know anything. There's a bunch of people that come and they go. I mean, I'm really new to this group, so I don't know.
Yeah. What is
Wait.
the purpose of this group?
we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the Nightblades. We're here to, we're here to like steal stuff and hurt people and stuff. And you get the sense he's probably not being totally forthright with you at this point.
I was gonna say, can I Can we intimidate him again? Like, can I use my intimidation, or is he intimidated and that's all we're gonna get?
So intimidation is really like you need to threaten his life, okay? Because what you've done right now is you've really scared him. Like he's scared, but he's not in a place necessarily where you can like get real straight answers from him. Like here's the problem with torture: people will say anything,
I like that this is a teachable moment.
It is, isn't it? You could waterboard him, but you may not get anything but a bunch of whatever you want to hear. So you could maybe come up with some other ideas.
In getting the idea from him that he's not being totally forthright, turn on the natural charm a little bit and I say, Polk, buddy, look, we haven't killed you. And we could keep that good thing going. But you gotta be honest with me. And I can tell that you're not. So what are you guys doing here?
Look, I know. There's a basement down there. That's all I know. I've been in the basement. It's where they had the ceremony where they brought me in. Look, I'm a rancher. I don't really know about this stuff. And they told me I would have all this money, and then I was gonna buy some goats and go back to being a rancher again. But instead, there's a basement down there, and the guy is crazy. He's crazy. That's all I know. He's crazy. Okay. And don't go down there because he'll kill you. He'll definitely kill you. So you don't want to go down there.
Is there someone down there right now?
Yeah.
How many?
I don't know. I've never been in the throne room. I don't know how many people are back there. I've just been in the common area. That's where we sleep. There's a bunch of bunks and stuff. I don't know. I see people come in and out. It could be 10. It could be 20. I don't know.
Have you seen this guy? And I provide the description of Ralavaz. Is he down there right now?
I mean, there's no tall, handsome ADR directors down there right now. He doesn't seem to know what you're talking about.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, well, I'm going to go.
Yeah, hold on. Babe, I'm going to need your pants.
What? My pants?
Yeah, you can keep the pea-soaked underwear to get through the tanglewood there, but I need those pants.
Okay. He kind of like takes them off. He's shaking. He's a little embarrassed about the pee thing.
Yeah. I like that we're making a freshly one-armed man take his pants
He
off.
still has an arm. He's just he's got a bad cut on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I want to walk over to him and do the classic anime, like punch in the gut to knock him out. Like, thanks for the information, buddy. Boom.
And you cut out all the air.
Yeah.
You cut his wind right there. It just falls
sweet.
over.
Aw, man.
You got his pants. He's out cold.
Sweet.
Yep.
So I did want to make sure he was there to take off his pea-soaked pants first, then knock him out.
Yes, great. So I put the pea-soaked pants in the bag just in case I got to get out of here without you.
All right, so do we just go straight down to the basement? Or it sounds like there's something bad down there.
I mean, what are our options at this point? Just leave?
So you can tell you're on the first floor of a tower.
All right.
It's a circular tower. It's very old. And there's large beams that have collapsed from where they once supported the ceiling. One has smashed through the floor, which is revealing a basement passage below. There's a large headless statue of a warrior. Its great sword is clasped, hilt up in its hands, and it stands at the far end of the hall. There is a stone staircase that leads up to the higher floors of the tower. So there's clearly a second floor up above you, and then there's a passage down into the basement as well.
Maybe we should check the higher floors first.
Yeah. See if there's some loot.
And
See if we get any items that will help us when we get to the basement.
I think the basement is our final destination. Maybe we should check out that statue first, though.
Do you guys want to try some perception?
I do.
Yeah.
See if you find anything. Erica, what are you doing throughout all this? Quietly, just watching. Do you still have your hands up? Are you still holding it?
No, she put them down.
15 plus 2, 17. Oh, man.
15 plus 2, 17. That's good.
6.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so a 1 on a perception check. What would that be?
Am I blind for a second?
Dust flies in your eye.
Yeah,
You forget who you are. You don't know who you are anymore for a little while.
I rolled a 6.
A 6? Okay. You can tell that there's some stairs, and they go up, and they're made of stone.
Hey, guys.
But you can tell. You got a 17?
Yeah.
You can tell that there's a lot of mud, there's a lot of dirt, which shows heavy daily foot traffic coming and going through the front gate, through that front door, and leading down to the basement. You can also tell not a lot of foot traffic leading up the stairs to the second floor. But there are about a dozen dark red droplets, which have dried on the stairs, and they appear to be wine-colored.
Guy, okay, I relay that information.
Yes.
Now, okay, our freshly knocked out fellow mentioned a throne room and a basement. I thought they were maybe the same thing. Is the throne room maybe upstairs? And that's our final destination. Maybe we should check out the basement first. I'm getting some gargoyle still in here.
Yeah.
That gargoyle is really sticking with you.
Hey, that's my shtick. What are you doing?
I just had an existential crisis. What are we doing?
So you have a couple options. You can go upstairs. There appears to be some stains on the stairs, and it doesn't seem to be well traveled. There's a passageway leading down into the basement, very well traveled. Mm-hmm. That's all you know.
And where's the statue with the sword hilt?
It's right at the back of the room. So right here.
I want to go check that out first.
Yeah.
Right there. That's him.
All right.
That guy right there.
Can I do a history check to see if I know the subject or what the statue is?
Yes, you can.
All right.
I mean, you can try.
I can. Do I see? I feel like do I try this D20 or do I try the big one?
I know, right?
I'm gonna try the big one.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it.
I mean, it can't be any worse.
Look, it could.
It absolutely could.
A 12.
Nice. Okay. You should get something.
3, so
That's
15.
This is the visage of an ancient elven lord. The name escapes you, but you know that he had a rule in this area for almost 100 years. And in fact, many of the local natural formations are named after he and his family. And so a lot of the local geography was affected by his rule back 100 years ago. He was known as a powerful magic user. Mm-hmm. And it was always unclear. I say he. Elves have a sort of transitiveness with their gender. It seems that you could look at an elf and be 100% sure it's a man, and it's actually a female elf, and vice versa. So it's the part of the legend is that it was actually twins. There was a male and a female, and that they both ruled together, always keeping one out of the public eye, always keeping one secret. So that's why he has the moniker of the Twin Lord. And so the Twin Lord supposedly used to rule this whole area 100 years ago or so. And that's what you know.
Cool.
Erica wants to taste the stain.
Yeah.
It only comes in moments, but when it comes, it's so worth it.
That is the name of my first metal album. Erica wants to taste the stain.
I want to give a big thank you to Mike Shea over at slyflourish.com. Fantastic Adventures is his book of 10 great, concisely written one-shot adventures, and it was the inspiration for this game. His site, slyflourish.com, and the guides he has written are great for both veteran dungeon masters and for those who are coming to the game for the very first time. So go to slyflourish.com/fantastic adventures and go get your own copy. I promise both you and your players will love this book. Follow Kyle Phillips on Twitter at KylePhillipsFun. Follow Felicia Angel on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as on her website at FeliciaAngel.com. Follow Jill Harris on Twitter at JillyBeanNomNom and on her website at JillHarrisVO.com. I'm voice actor and dungeon master Christopher Waycamp. Thank you for listening. Next time on the Dungeon Booth.
Why did the giant cross the room? Did you kill that other guy? Yeah, I'll tell you, it's been really funny watching you guys. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know. You don't know. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Is the door still open?
Yeah, the door's still open.
Who's upstairs?
Yeah, I walk outside and say, what's upstairs?
So I don't have to do that anymore? Okay.
I mean,
the gargoyle looks down. She's really happy. This is the first time in a long time anybody's actually come back to talk to him. So he's really happy to see you. And in fact, he kind of leans down, bends down from his mount on the wall, and he says, upstairs. Oh, let me tell you about upstairs. Nobody goes upstairs. And that's because you don't want to go upstairs.